I'm on. I'll be at my computer in 5 minutes.
Okay. So, yeah, negotiations, running away from the Mossy Temple, and finally it came time for the sacrifice. It's not going to be Nora. It's going to be young Cassandra on the rock. And I think we picked up last time with the, you're sunbathing on the rocks, skipping stones at guys, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you make an attack roll against guys? See if you can clop on with a stone to the head. A skipping stone.
I'll just use my weapon. Oh, that was almost a 20.
It skips once or twice and just splashes in the ocean. So, okay, so without much to do, the sun finally descends, and nighttime comes, beginning of the alligator time for Cassandra, if she is able to survive the night. So if she gets eaten or destroyed or killed on the rock before then, well then, that's bad for Cassandra. So Cassandra, as you're waiting on the island, you are chained by the ankle to a big post driven through the rock of Estor. Is there anything you'd like to do in preparation as the sun sets?
I'll just gather up a bunch of fairly sized rocks. Like fist size or bigger.
Okay, sure. There are some fist-sized rocks around there.
Just make a nice pile.
As well as you can see on the island. But anything else you'd like to do?
Is there like a big bone, like thigh bone, kind of like a club?
Yeah, even without an investigation check, there are, as I said, lots of animals have been sacrificed. It's cows, chickens, goats, oxen, and you could pick up one that's about the equivalent of a club.
Sure, I'll grab that too. Just put it by my pile of rocks.
Pile of rocks and a club. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, I'll just chill, I guess.
The first hour goes by uneventfully. But then, the skies just open up. The rain just lashes down, and you're instantly soaked as thunder and lightning courses across the sky, and thunder booms out. Seems maybe little sidelines watching what's happening. And you glance up the sky just to get a glimpse. And you swear you can see a face in the clouds, and it kind of changes. You're not sure, then it appears again. That's what you see, Cassandra.
I just wink at it. No. I just wink at the cloud face. Next plays ominous.
Now, why don't you make me a perception check at disadvantage, Cassandra, due to the rain?
Perfect. Huh. Ooh. That's okay.
So as you're watching what's up at the sky, you don't notice something else that happens. And a crocodile.
No.
In the water appears right next to you on the rock. Because of your terrible perception check, it's going to get this roll first at advantage. Okay, so comes out like crocodiles do, just kind of comes out of the water, tries to grab you in its jaws, and at advantage, it rolls a 15. Keep in mind you have no armor on, Cass. Does that
I
hit?
never did in the first place. That does not hit. I have unarmored defense.
You're going to be 17, right, regardless. Okay, that's the thing about being a barbarian. So it comes out and tries to grab you and tries to pull you down in the water. You definitely escape from it. Now the
Yay.
surprise round is over.
Roll for initiative.
Oh my god. I wanted to give it a free round anyways, I guess.
Now, I just want to check. Those people over here on the island watching, you plan to do it?
No. That's
Nope.
cheating.
We would never cheat.
Feel free to interject if you want to add some flavor or anything like that. But Cassandra dodges the first crocodile attack. And
Yo.
it comes at you again. Snapping, trying to pull you into the water. Rolls a 21, so it snaps onto you.
That'll get me.
I don't think we'd be raging at this point, Cassandra.
Nope.
Because, you know, in the last level, you take 5 points of piercing damage. And the crocodile's got rolled, you are grappled. Okay, Cassandra, so this crocodile chomps onto your leg, threatening to pull you in. What do you do?
I reload my roll 20.
Okay, that is a free action.
Perfect. Now there we go. My token wasn't updating, so we're good now. I will bonus action rage. And then is my bone club in reach?
Oh yeah, you're kind of just holding your bone club in preparation for something like this happening. So,
Cool.
yeah,
I'm gonna grab it and smack it. Do I just use? Would that be like a normal maul, or is that like a weird custom damage die?
it's just a, what is a club? It's a D4, maybe a D6?
It is
D4.
a D4. Big oof. That's okay.
Okay, so
Actually, is it a great club or just a club? You in
just
this
a
club?
Just a club.
Okay, that's right.
I mean, I'd still be proficient with it because I'm proficient with those weapons. So
Yeah, absolutely.
the 14 hit.
So while the crocodile is in the mouth, you grab the bone and just whack it right across the snout. Absolutely, that's it.
Cool. So it would be D4 damage plus 7 because my strength and I'm raging.
So +7,
Yeah, so
Okay.
9 damage.
you clock down on the crocodile and it recoils back in pain. Was it 7 damage? Was it
It'll be 9.
9 points of damage?
I'm just gonna
While
grab a
these
club and
crocs are still big and croc-like, they're not nearly as big as the ones you saw before. Okay, crocodile, with you grappled, is going to pull you. Doesn't pull you very far because a chain holds you to the island. And then while it's holding it there, another crocodile.
Oh
Let's prepare action. Take a chomp at you as well.
Oh.
Another crocodile shout boom, as you pulled into the water. Rolls a 22, sinking its teeth into you, and you take 5 points of piercing damage, reduced to 2 because you were raging. So that was its prepared action, and now its actual action. It will take another bite of you. Rolling a 23 this time, hitting again for 10 points of piercing damage, reduced to 5. And the crocodile is going to drag you down underwater, Cassandra. So you're not very deep, you're about 5 foot on, but you're now fighting underwater.
That's okay. I got a swim speed.
Ah, damn it. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been disadvantaged. But swim speed is 100% as you go. But everybody else watches this, Cassandra. It's pulled down under the water.
Oh,
Sorry, I was just going to ask, actually, can I do something?
Sure.
I want to go up and see if I can't get him to up the bet for that the gold at this point.
Sure.
Well,
Like as she gets dragged underneath the water, like you sure you don't want to take that extra 100?
Make a persuasion check. Ah, something pretty grim. She's underwater. She's gonna die. You, my friend, have got a deal. So,
All right.
extra 100 gold pieces. Done. Hey, Cassandra, under the water. What do you do?
Yeah.
Still in this crocodile's mouth.
I'm in this one's mouth.
Yep.
Okay. If I'm grappled, can I also grapple? Like, if I'm grappled by this one, can I grab this one? Asking for a friend.
Questions. According to the internet, which is never wrong. Yeah, you'll be both grappled. So a grappled person, because the only mechanical thing is really your movement to zero. Your movement to zero doesn't prevent you from grappling. So yeah, so you're gonna try and grapple this other crocodile?
I mean, yeah. Oh, actually, never mind. If it just makes the movement 0, then yeah, nah. I'm just gonna keep hitting this one.
Okay, so not at disadvantage. Sort of speed.
Yeah.
So, your club.
Oh my god.
Yeah, swing and a miss, unfortunately.
That's how this is gonna. I'm gonna die to shitty rolls.
Has anybody ever died in that way? So difficult to get a purchase on it as the crocodiles wrestle between themselves to see who can eat you first. The one that just appeared is going to take a bite out of you. You're struggling to underwater. Well, not really struggling, but I rolls a 16. So
Misses.
definitely twist out of the way using your water speed. And then something else. All the way down here. Third crocodile. Okay, so that one misses. That one swam to get there, so that's its turn. And this one is going to try and bite. Well, it's going to give up on the grappling as you're doing quite well underwater. So it releases the grapple and then goes to bite you, but it rolls a 10.
Yay.
So you're no longer grappled. Feel free to be underwater, but you're under no obligation to do that. Cassandra.
I'm gonna try to hit it again, because moving will be pointless.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm at 18 hits.
Ah!
So that's 17 with a club.
No, I got everything in there, so that's my damage.
Okay, well that's enough to clomp the creature on the snout and turns into a pile of blood.
Yay.
Okay, first croc down. And do you stay where you are, Cassandra?
I'll bonus action grapple this one.
Okay, it will roll a natural 1 to avoid the grapple. Okay, it is grappled. Its movement is 0.
Yay. And then I'll drag it up on shore with my half movement. So 15 feet.
Okay. Okay. So it goes right there, drags it up on the eye.
Yep.
Beautiful. So that was its turn. This creature just about gets on the arm, but you see its long, powerful tail swimming closer and closer to you. As this creature is going to die, it's dead. Cassandra, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna double check my tweet. This club's a one-handed, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will just bonk it on the head.
Okay.
Hopefully. 13.
13 does hit. Just checking the club. Yeah, it's one-handed. A club is one-handed, so it's like a bone in one hand. But you do clonk this crocodile on the head that you have rattled in 3 feet. Beautiful.
Cool, and I'll just like wiggle my way to this side.
Okay, swinging around to that side. Cool. Hey, the crocodile, not being appreciative of being bonked in the head, goes to bite you and rolls a 17, which will hit.
That
Take
hits.
7 points of piercing damage, reduced to 3 due to your rage. And the other crocodile, seeing the advantage, quickly swims around the island, putting in a flank position, and it's going to try and bite you. That was an 18 for 10 points of piercing damage, reduced to 5. Cassandra.
I'm gonna bonk this one again.
Cool. Swing. 16 will hit. Oh,
Oh, I keep rolling
exactly the
threes.
right amount. That's exactly the right amount of damage as you crush
Perfect.
this crocodile's skull. It's not okay.
Cool.
Okay, this crocodile, one get to go. This crocodile do the obvious thing and be annoyed that his buddy's gone, but he's going to take a bite at you. Rolling a 10, so that one misses. Cassandra.
I'm gonna bonk it.
Okay, roll to it. 13
13.
hits.
Thanks.
Beautiful. Okay, this creature is still infurious. You feel like you're starting to get the upper hand. 2 of them are dead.
Bastard!
So that Cassandra, that was your turn. That one moved. This one's going to try and chomp you. Come out with you with another bite. What was it? 19. That will be 6 points of damage, reduced to 3 due to rage. Cassandra, you're knocking off these crocodiles one by one. Just keep coming. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it again.
Cool.
Oh, so close.
6 is a hit, and 8 points of damage. The croc's looking very, very damaged. Don't see how damaged he looks. Okay, so Cassandra whacking this guy, but he's still standing up. This crocodile whoosh, starts crawling across the body of his comrade, ready to attack you, but he'll take his dash action to get there. Crocodile buddy takes another bite. See? There we go. That's a miss. Okay,
Yay.
Cassandra.
I'll bonk it again.
21 hits. 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, you're going into a barbaric frenzy as your rage takes over and another crocodile's falls to, I was going to say to dramatic pause, but just to plain old or bone club.
Yeah, and then I'll wiggle my way back up on shore.
Okay, crocodile is ecstatic that you wriggle away back on shore. And takes a bite, rolling a 17. Which will hit for 3 points of piercing damage, reduced to 1 because of radiance. Smallest possible roll I could do. And you are broken.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep bonking it.
Okay, take another swing. 22 hits.
Oh, max damage.
Ouch. Yeah, the crocodile is, of course, going to... Oh, wait, did it miss its turn? Oh, you can't possibly have 2 turns in a row. So, it must be this crocodile's turn. It's gonna try and bite you out. Rolls a 17
It's
for 12 points of piercing damage, reduced to 6.
Yeesh.
That was its maximum damage. So there we go, Trent.
Uh-oh.
3 hit points.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Cassandra.
my god.
I'm gonna I think I have to do it. I think I have to attack recklessly so I don't miss.
Oh, okay. Definitely don't miss Cassandra.
Oh god, please kill it.
That hits.
8 damage.
Let me just show you that little graphic in Discord.
I'm gonna cry if it has 9 health. Oh my god. Oh lord.
Cassandra.
How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna jab my club into its stupid little face, right down its throat.
And with that, take a moment. No more crocodiles come, you're no longer grappled, raging, and you're no longer restrained.
Yay.
The night, it's
Yeah, I'm gonna like make a little fortress of corpses around me so that I can like hide within them, and then I'm gonna attempt to take a short rest
okay.
with my barrier of corpses.
Nothing happens for the next hour, and as you huddle up around these crocodile corpses, yeah, absolutely, take a short rest.
Did only roll 1. Get another one. There we go. And then they get 1. I might save it just in case. Yeah, I have 1 left, so I'll save it.
Okay, one hit dice left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ready my club again.
Out of curiosity, would just being within range of us give him the
Song of Rest?
Song of Rest?
That depends, Nick. So you playing a song?
I have been playing music this entire time.
Well, I'm not going to tell you whether that breaks the conditions or not. I'm going to leave it to you. And I'll tell you what I do. So next, are you going to risk affecting this by just singing the song?
No, I'm thinking it's a tough call because she would just be playing music. She's not necessarily just. Yeah, she's not doing the Song of Rest.
Okay. So Cassandra, and I'm still not tell you which way I would go. So just leave it. You don't do it. But Cassandra, almost on maximum hit points, I see, but not quite.
Yeah.
Preserving it. Give me another perception check. Once again, the disadvantage is the rain is just pelting down.
I think I got my fortress of corpses around me.
At this point, Coroner comes up to, I'm going to say, Crow. Just kind of stands beside you, Crow. Both of you soaking wet from the rain. And she reaches out to grab your hand. Crow. Is it Crow we're dealing with?
No, it's Corin.
And you press your Corin button there, young lady.
Oh.
There
we go.
So Corin then comes up to Corin and just reaches out to grab your hand.
I suppose I'll let her do it. It's fine.
And she looks up with her mousy brown hair just plastered to her face. And she looks up at you, Corin, and says, is Cassandra going to be alright?
Well, probably. I mean, how many people could say that they took down 4 crocodiles by themselves without a weapon, right? Like, that's pretty impressive.
It is pretty impressive, but I can't help but notice the smirk on this arsehole. Excuse my language. That commander guy, he's just smirking. He seems to be enjoying this.
I think that's just his face.
Permanent resting smirk face? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's called being a smarmy asshole. I think.
I am. Yep, but it's almost game time. Got like 20 minutes. Where were we? Smarmy arsehole. We were at before the prophet
Yeah.
Aaliyah came along.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss I'm not sure. Miss Crow, is it?
It's Corin. It's like your
Miss-
name but shorter.
Oh, I'll remember that. Miss Corin. Do you mind if I just hold your hand until this is all over one way or the other?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So, as she grabs your hand, Cassandra looks out. She fails to see. I'm just going to remove these crocodiles. They're just bones now, so...
My fortress, it's gone.
Around there. Once again, you do not notice the next wave creature or creatures coming up.
Boo.
Speed. Shit. Especially fast. Okay. So I'm going to say this is what happens. These guys are quite slow and lumbering. You don't see it quite approaching, but you see a vessel skin floating
No.
towards you. Not quick enough to avoid. I'm going to say because it's so slow, a perception roll of 7 is good enough. Yes.
Roll for initiative.
I don't want.
18. So you see, like it's leaving a long trail behind you. Leah, come here. So you can certainly try. Oh, that was quick. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, so Cassandra, you get the jump. The creature is approaching you. What do you do?
I'm going to get ready to attack it when it gets close,
Yes.
while not looking at its face.
I was waiting for it. Okay, so averting your eyes and getting ready for when it approaches landfall. That's exactly what it's going to do. Just gets up, just reaching out to you from the water. Very slow swimming speed, but it gets there. Cassandra, you may use your ready action to take a swim. At disadvantage.
Yeah.
between just club just clanks off its rocky hide. It's a miss.
Yeah.
Just waiting for one. Okay, I did not hear you say you were raging.
Well, my turn was over.
Okay, so it's going to try and bite you. Okay, so you see this massive maw with disgusting green ichor in it. This could really hurt. Goes to bite you and it rolls a natural. Cassandra.
Now I'll rage.
Okay, I like it.
So I have a question about this, because the wording is, it specifies a two-handed weapon. But wouldn't it just work with a one-handed weapon also, since it's technically smaller?
I don't see why not you couldn't do it with a one-handed weapon. I think it's just giving you that extra added bonus that you can do it with two-handed. But
Okay.
you can grapple and hit with your. Yeah, you can use your precocious wrestler with a one-handed weapon.
Okay. Then I'm going to. Oh, I just bonus action. Screamed in its face. I'm just going to try to smack it again.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna grapple it.
This is your bonus action. It rolls a 6. Okay, sorry. What are we doing? You're trying to hit it?
I'm grappling it.
Oh, you're grappling it. And
Yeah.
what if it rolled a 6, roll a 7, so you successfully grab it with one hand and can grapple it. Very good.
Cool. How far can I move? Like, how long is my chain?
You can effectively get 5 feet in the water. So there.
Okay, I'm gonna drag it out into the water.
Okay.
That's my bonus action to rage and my action to grapple, so that's my turn.
Okay. So it doesn't like being held there in the water. It can swim, but it can't swim very well. So as you're holding it out there with one hand, I'm going to take you at disadvantage or try and break you. It's going to try and break your grip. It rolls a 4 for its strength check. So as long as your athletics is 4 or greater, which you can't fail with your +7. So it tries to get out of your grip, but you're maintaining a hold on it. So at the moment, you're both rolling with disadvantage.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to shove it stupid little face under the water and hold it there.
Okay. So you're trying to drown it, in other words?
Yeah.
So, let's have a look. Okay, well, it's going to try and resist that force. So, up and down. And so that's 5. Which once again you can't fail. So you're holding under the ground. You see bubbles approaching. It doesn't get up. Now it's going to reach out and try and get you. Rolls 19.
That will hit me.
At disadvantage?
He's got it prone, right? Got it prone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that turns into an 11 at disadvantage. So that's a miss. So strike it. water. So thank you for that. Yeah, I did roll normal. So, yep. So an 11, so that misses. Cassandra still holding it down into the water. What do you do?
I'm gonna start hitting it now while holding it
Okay.
with my precocious wrestler. Oh, I guess. Is it technically prone? Would I get advantage then?
No, not technically. It's just going to be a plain hit. Just
Okay.
okay, so you reach it with your club, it just splashes on top of the wood. You don't push it with enough force to get through. The creature's got to try and escape this grapple. 17, that's much better.
Oh boy. Well,
So it breaks your grapple, comes up from the water, takes a grasp of air, and then swings over behind you. He's scrambling up on land, which looks much more comfortable at Cassandra.
I can't fucking. I'm gonna bonus action grapple it again.
Okay. Actual one. You grapple it, no matter what you roll.
And then I'm gonna hit it with my action.
You've been using disadvantage, but absolutely you can.
Hmm?
18 hits.
Finally, I hit it.
11 points of damage. Creature recoils back as several rocks fall off its back.
Can I get half movement?
Don't get
Cool.
it again.
Yeah, I'm moving it to the other side so I can just kind of push it in front of me into the water. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so dragging this corpse, not quite a corpse yet, over into the water. The creature once again is struggling in the water, but it's going to try and attack you. Oh, the disadvantage it rolls in 8, so not good. Cassandra.
I'm gonna hit it again. Or attempt.
Get that disadvantage because
Oh.
so natural 1. No good. Creature's going to attack again, once again at disadvantage. The strike was in the water. That was a 15. Still not good enough. It was a 15 and a natural 20. So thank goodness for disadvantage. Okay, struggling in the water, holding this creature down with one hand, Cassandra. Feel free to attack again at disadvantage.
Just thinking, we're just gonna be at inevitable disadvantage swinging here.
That's looking at right.
Okay, well.
Bone club in
What's
your
the?
hand. Okay, once again, you have to get your club through this little puddle of water that this creature's in. Goes back to bite you. Oh my goodness. Again, 3 on the dice for an 8.
Cool.
So, the battle that never ends. Cassandra.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Much better. That hits. Okay. Creature gonna try and reach out and bite you through the water. That's it. 17. That hits. So you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of poison damage.
So 12 total then?
Oh, sorry, 12 reduced to 6 because of your age, plus an additional 8, so the net damage is 14.
Okay. That's not okay.
Ooh. Okay, Cassandra.
It's not even safe to do it. Yeah, disadvantage war.
Okay. It's reckless, aren't you?
I'm gonna die on this mountain.
Swing and mountain. A rock. It's not big enough to be a mountain. With 16, that's a hit. Oh no, that's a miss. No, no
I
good.
got
Okay, Basilisk. Oh, that was a Basilisk. Cassandra.
it. What does shove do? Does it just make it like prone?
Yeah, pretty much you
Yeah.
push it to the floor.
But it's basically it's the same effect as a strain, so it would disadvantage attack you, all that kind of stuff, and you get advantage.
Yeah, but it's not technically restrained.
Correct.
Yeah.
Same effect.
So it's
I was just questioning if I should drag it
the
on
effects
land.
of prone, and it can't get up, essentially.
Yeah, but it
Right.
can still attack me, and I'm pretty much we're both on a 1-turn timer right here. It's whoever hits next is gonna win. And I don't have a turn to waste to freaking
Yep. Just hit it.
Walls to the walls, bro.
Yep.
I'm not risking the
and
reckless
may
because I can
try.
still miss. So
Yep. Well, you can swim in the water too, can you?
yeah, I can, but
It's on she's tied to the rock, so it's as far as she can
Oh
see.
yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I can't look at it technically. So there's a 14 hit.
It does hit, but
Oh,
it just bounces
no.
off its fucking eye.
It can still miss you, bro.
I hope so, or else I'm dead. That's my
You're
turn.
not dead.
Dum dum dum. Well, a 21 and a 16 at disadvantage. You still in it,
Yeah.
Cassandra? Not for much longer. Same again?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
Just rolling like garbage.
It's
Yep.
so bludgeoning damage is 6 reduced to 3. So 3 points of bludgeoning damage. I've already taken your rage into account. Poison damage 6. Oh, that's enough, isn't it?
No. I did the 3 first and then did the 9. How's that?
Oof.
15.
Okay. I'm going to suggest you better finish it off this turn, Cassandra.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. I die. We're going reckless. I can't just keep whatever. Yeah, it's literally like do or die at this point, so yeah, I'm gonna do reckless to attack normally.
Okay. Straight rolls.
And fuck me.
Sheesh.
That's like my 5th one tonight. Well, it gets to attack normally too.
Bad timing for a 1.
Man, the last 5 times was bad timing for a 1. It better miss.
You watch as the basilisk, taking advantage of Cassandra's blow, sinks its teeth into Cassandra.
Yep.
Miss Corin, is she okay? Miss Corin?
Right, where's your dad again? Maybe you should go stand near them.
She's okay, right?
I mean, it depends on what you mean by okay.
Not dead.
I mean, I'm not a doctor.
But she's not moving, and there's blood, lots of blood in the water. There's so much.
Yep.
And it says, death is only a horizon, and a horizon is nothing save the limit of our sight.
You tell me, mister, is she dead?
He bows his head.
Their reactions?
I'll go up to Kyra and ask if there's anything that can be done. Like at all.
This is not how it was supposed to go. I don't know what to do. Pythor just does turn his head and leads back to the castle oceans.
Who we can talk to? Anybody?
Do what?
Talk to the blacksmith, maybe?
About what?
About raising him or something. Bringing him back. Bring her back.
It is done, and tomorrow I will follow.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
I didn't.
Yeah. That doesn't seem like a very good bet now in hindsight.
I had faith in Cassandra, and if this is how my story ends, this is how my story ends.
Well,
You don't want to fight this at all?
that delight. Your champion, Cassandra. She with a divine spark is positively delightful encounter all around, don't you say? Since Commander Guys here was with this. Where is your prophecy now? No witty remarks?
Never believed in the prophecy anyway.
You're wise than what I first thought. The prophecy now is surely due takes. Maybe it's time to change sides.
Tethys.
What's Tethys got to do with this?
He's racist. He wants the the non-normal people. I don't know how else to say that.
Oh, my question is for all of you, not just his. Cassandra has failed as your father failed before her. The prophecy is doomed. Maybe it's time to all bow the knee.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I think we got a prophecy to follow here.
Maybe the prophecy is wrong, Tippers. The prophecy talked about great deeds that Cassandra would do, and she hasn't done it. She has failed. I think the prophecy has failed.
So, is Cass dead now, or is she over there dying, conscious?
Put it this way, a basilisk is truly
She looks pretty dead.
How much of the corpse was left, and where was she being birthed? If it's like a leg, we could get her like a cool chair or something.
She's very obviously dead. Far too much blood.
She's really dead. Wow. Okay, look, my family is cursed, and I'm cursed, and I don't know if joining a dictator crazy person is going to break that curse. Is the problem? Could you help break my curse?
It is not within my power to do so. But maybe. I don't know who drew more blood, but thank you. It is not within my power, but perhaps in time, that full side of remove they could.
Well, do we need to make a what is Lord Sidon asking us? What is the proposition? We joined Lord Sidon, and then what?
I'm just going to actually interrupt you and then tell Tethys not to even consider this because Sidon is literal evil. we can break his curse on our own through our own ways. If he's like saying, "Ooh, given time," fuck off, dude. Like, you are literally the worst. You're just a little lapdog for some Titan, whatever that literally doesn't give a shit about you. So stop trying to make us turn evil.
Well, apparently I'm not the worst. I think they've titled worst to Cassandra.
Cassandra was the best of us. She exchanged her life for that one over there. I don't remember her name. But
wow,
Honora. And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I don't know if Nex is gonna survive her tributing, but we still have 4 people to carry out this prophecy, and that's all you need. Just hope. So fuck off, Mr. fucking Commander Gaius or whatever the fuck you are.
The speech cut for Tempest. The offer remains.
Yeah, I'm one for all for one for all with my crew here. So I'm not going rogue on them. But thank you for the offer.
What about you? Trying to turn tails, change sides to the winning side? I mean, it is obvious. The prophecy is doomed. Cassandra is dead.
And either way, I die tomorrow. So what is your point?
Maybe once again we could talk to Lord Sidon and talk to Lutherian. Who knows? Maybe we'll do it.
So then your word is shit, and we should just forget this anyway.
Just for completion's sake. What about you, Wolfman? What say you?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, because
It's like a river constantly flowing in channels. Agreed, Fenrir.
wiser words spoken.
The smartest thing that has ever left your mouth.
The apocalypse, coming destruction of the earth, will be especially cruel for all. I feel I know the answer before I even ask it. friend is dead. Sure. Unless you bow the knee to Poseidon. What's it?
Right. I don't understand how like all this death and destruction like helps you in any way. Did you forget that you're like a mortal person or something?
Yes, I am mortal, but I am the most favored Poseidon's sons. I will survive the apocalypse. It's
That
truly
there
those who bend the knee.
That's what they all
that
say.
sounds terrible. Who wants to be the last frickin' dorks alive? Like the world's just gonna be burning and you're gonna what? Just be there? Have a party? I don't get it.
We will find a way. Poseidon will
Provide you what?
provide sustenance, power.
That sounds fucking boring.
That sounds fucking delusional.
You may think I'm delusional, but I look at the rest of you, clinging on to a false prophecy. Prophecy is over. Cassandra is dead. Enjoy. Yes.
Thanks.
I suppose that is. Python turns back without saying a word. Tears streaming down his face, but he's not actually crying. Like very much tough man tears.
So cool.
And hugs Nora, who's obviously distraught as well. Wades out into the water. Gets across to the rock of Estor, glances over, gives death stares to Commander Gaius. Reaches down, grabs Cassidy, brings her presumably back to the palace. Guys do.
So he's bringing back her body. Is her body like still in one piece? Like,
Pythel's a strong guy. Grabs most of the pieces.
okay, like would you know? Tetris think there's any chance in that any magic user could resurrect pieces of that level of shoot uppers?
You have heard rumors of spells that literally bring people back from the dead. That's all as far as you know. Probably back to third level, I think. Third level character. You've heard of it. Should not see it. So it is possible to bring Cassandra back, but it would require a trained magic user of some kind. Or a divine magic user of some kind.
Right.
You know, no one in Astoria, maybe in Mitros.
Where is Mitros?
Mitros is the biggest city in the land.
Oh. Hmm.
Eventually, the night comes to an end as the sun rises. No hordes of creatures come, bands of centaurs. Sacrifice, it seems, is valid. Sandra, absolute sense, sacrificed herself for Gadsden.
When is it?
Morning. Sun has just come up and mind the guys is gathering his troops to meet. Sacrifices.
Hmm. We really don't know anyone who does like clericy stuff. Ira, do you happen to know anybody who does clericy stuff?
Only person I know who could possibly have this power is Queen Bellis. And she's the queen of Mitros. She's a god. She's the literal god of the goddess of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe her. It's a big maybe. I mean, I almost feel like an asshole for saying this, but we still have the great labors to complete.
Yeah, but I don't want to put a damper on the great labors or anything like that. But what does it matter if the prophecy is just wrong to begin with, right?
The prophecy is not wrong.
That
Maybe it's changed a little bit. You didn't believe a word that came out of that asshole's Commander Gaius's mouth, did you?
I believed he was crazy.
He's devoted. But
Uh-huh.
this is what happens. This is how the great stories get written, right? Faced with the insurmountable odds, faced with the death of the friends, faced with no hope of possibly proceeding, people shouting in your face that everything you've done is failure and renown. That is the hour in which heroes are made.
It at
So don't lose hope.
Isn't that usually like Act 3? I feel like we're in Act 1.
Bro, where is it?
Well,
No.
We're the writers of our own plays, Corin.
yes. It's not Pantheon sits. There is still hope.
Okay, well, we can try to drag Cassandra's corpse from the castle to Queen Valis, I guess. That's a thing we can do. Like the labors, we can still do them. We could just, you know, make our friends alive again and then go and do the things, right?
Yeah, of course. I will point out that every day the Oath of Peace draws nearer. It's a little bit of a ticking clock, but probably time to bring Cassandra back. I don't know.
Right. You know,
That's right.
um, yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle here, actually, now that I'm looking at everything kind of objectively.
Well, we can still work on the labors as we make our way to Mitros. Like
Mhm.
that one place is right next to us. We can go there first, and then grab the necropolis is what I'm talking about. Grab the artifacts. I think that's what the thing was. Um, and then
Lara,
make our way
mind you,
down.
that second reclaim the mighty weapons routed against his titans by the cursed Dragon Lord. We told you that the first Dragon Lord was someone called Xander, and Xander is buried in the darkness.
Yeah, that's one of the labors, so we can do that.
Question, and this might be a bad question. What does Tethys and Kythion have to do at the necropolis again?
Reclaim the
Yeah.
And
the
is it
lost.
just that?
I have wait, I wrote it down.
What did Versi tell me exactly? Let me see.
I'm going so I have a coin to talk to this witch named Damon. And he was going to tell me how to end my curse. I mean, I've been cursed my whole life, so I don't know if this is like an urgent thing for me to do.
Well,
but if we're going to go there, I'd like to figure out.
My business there is strictly for the prophecy. We need to reclaim the lost honor, armor, and the crown of the Dragon Lords, so we can be in a better position. So none of us can end up like what happened yesterday.
Right. Yeah, that actually seems kind of important now in light of events that have occurred. Okay, should we tell them to put Cassandra on like ice until we figure out what's going on then?
we should yeah, I mean, if we plan, yeah, we plan on bringing her back, so we should tell them keep her body safe.
Yeah, what's the pieces? Yep. Patch them together if you can,
I'm
I guess.
sure
If that's not possible.
there's a mortician that will pretty her up, stitch all the arms and legs back together.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't know what we're gonna do with next.
We
Oh.
I either die or centaurs attack the city. Those are the two options.
Right.
The way I understood it, if Cassandra survived the night, then the next turn would be Nexus turn. Cassandra did not survive the night. There's no need for another sacrifice. The sacrifices had to be as darkness spoken.
So
The
next doesn't
guise is
have to
victim.
work?
That doesn't.
I mean,
If I
would, you know,
won,
we're gonna take it.
Yeah, a win's a win.
Next, shut up!
okay.
Don't you say anything. If he took it that way, he can take it that way.
And once we're stronger, we can kill that little cockroach Gaius.
Yeah, I really don't like him.
Like,
He's like
what a slimy little loser that thinks some evil god is like, oh, you're my most favored.
he's got a sugar daddy.
You're gonna survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to kill him when we're stronger, guys.
Yeah, I don't think we can right now. Especially not with Cassandra being dead and all. Rest in peace, Cassidy.
You to ponder your next move.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break to sort out a couple of things. So let's take a 5-minute break. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll be right back.
Okay. up to Cassandra. Maybe he might take
Back.
that. Hi.
Is everybody here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Sam?
Or I mean, oh no, I'm dead.
Yep.
And Sean, I suspect, is dealing with Sky, so we'll just leave Sean to do more important things in D&D, which is family, of course. Okay, so I don't know what you said in the last 5 minutes, but I'm completely unaware. So, as you were, what are you guys doing? Actually, before anything, can everybody who's alive, too
Yeah.
soon, Cassandra, too soon, can please make me a Constitution saving throw as you're up through the night. On save throw from everyone, please. Crow, you're good. Tethys, you're good. Kythian, you're good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting some water. Why are we con saving?
We're up through the night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Finn comes in at the last minute. Okay, great. Yes, and yeah. So, yeah, got it, Finn. Yep, no problem, Sean. So yeah, you're very emotional night, but you steel yourself and yeah, no one gets properly exhausted. What do you guys do?
I mean, were we feeling like talking to her dad about it? I feel like that's kind of the best way to go about it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So heading over to the palace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Ugh.
Cassandra, voice channel 2.
Ooh.
Hey, buddy.
Wow.
I assume you saw my chat message.
Yeah, I did. I couldn't remember the whisper, so I didn't want to type anything and accidentally put something in chat.
Sure. Okay. Well, as the player knows, Cassandra died. In every sense of the word, Cassandra is dead. And the player knows that King Pythor, despite still not knowing Cassandra's name, still calling her Cassidy, but obviously some type of bond then, dragged you, as it turns out, back to the king's palace, down to a lower level, which isn't usually frequented very much, and body was laid out, and then all of a sudden, breath returns back to Cassandra. You're still covered in blood, or you're still very, very hurt. But you look up and you see King Pythor standing over you. But it's not the King Pythor you remember. He is half the size of what he was. He's basically rattling around in his breastplate armor. And he's kind of laid down on a table and he's put his hand on the table and he's taking deep, deep breaths, trying to recover from something, like as if he'd run a mile or something. What do you do, Cassandra?
I'll just like, what have you done? What
Did you do,
happened?
lass? Damn fool, you know that?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Why did you stack so recklessly against that basilisk? Damn fool!
Uh, it was uh, it was a last resort. Unfortunately, didn't work out in my favor.
Oh, lass. As you know, in battle. But now I am less than. The divine spark that has kept me alive from all these times has left me and has brought you back to life, lads. But it has cost me greatly.
Oh, now she feels bad. Well, why'd you do something like that? You hardly even know me.
You still have things to do. As I explained to you, I failed in so many ways. I didn't destroy Sidon when I had the chance. I didn't destroy Lutheria when I had the chance. Now we have this damn stupid oath of peace that's about to expire soon, and everything I did, everything I tried to accomplish, has been for naught. But you, Cassandra, yes, I've learned your name, Cassandra. You
Oh,
have the chance to right the wrongs that I have done. But you gotta be more careful, lass.
I will try my best from now on. Maybe I'll start using my head a little more.
You're blessed with muscles almost, well, used to be as big as mine. And you see, it's quite pathetic how Pytho looks now rattling around in this massive chest plate that's just far too big for him.
Mm-hmm.
But my story is about to come to an end, Cassandra. My divine spark has left me to bring you back. I am not a god anymore. I am just a mortal. With a bit of luck, I can live another 50 years. But a mere drop in the bucket for thousands of years that have been in existence. So this has cost me, Cassandra. Don't waste it.
I definitely won't. I vow that I won't waste this second chance you've given me.
Lass, I have no energy. I need to rest. I cannot rule this kingdom. And you have other things to do. Who do you think should rule this kingdom? Use that brain of yours instead of your muscles for once.
Well, the people seem to think highly of Honora.
I think that's an excellent decision. All right. Well, I think your friends will be looking for you. I'm gonna take a wee rest. And once again, lass, this has cost me greatly. Don't waste the chance.
I swear to you that I won't. And
And
she'll,
he collapses into a chair. For the first time in a long time, without a drink in his hand, he seems stone cold sober, and he just goes into a deep sleep. What do you do, Cassandra?
Is there like a blanket or something nearby that she
Sure.
can put on him? Yeah.
Sure.
She'll put a blanket on him. Make sure he's cozy and whatnot. And then
Cool.
try to figure her way out of the lower levels.
Okay, so mechanically, you're at -4 on all your rolls. Okay.
Oof.
When you take a long rest, the -3, the -2, the -1. So that's on everything involving a d20.
Okay.
Saving throws, attacks, and ability checks. So -4 across the board, but
Okay.
-3 in subsequent long rests. Okay, so I'm going to go back to these guys going to the King's Palace. Feel free to introduce your character however you like. Okay? Feel free to be the bloody mess you were. Feel free to clean up. However you want to play it, it's up to you.
She'll probably clean up.
Okay, cool.
She doesn't want to traumatize them.
Okay, so as I said, feel free to pipe up whenever you like to. It's your choice. I'm not
Yeah.
going to introduce you at all. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the channel. Okay, so in summary, Cassandra, you are now Sidon. You're the big bad evil guy of this campaign. Got it?
Oh God. I mean, if you kept your rolls like they were, I'm not bad with that. Sorry, bro.
So there was the critical roll to finish it off at advantage. All eggs in one basket. Natural one.
Yep.
Okay,
Just
so
the
you
way
guys, taking in the events of the night, knowing at the very least, Cassandra sacrificed herself to save the city. The city has been saved. Honora has been saved. Cassandra has not. The storm continues, by the way. The people, the crowds who'd come to watch the sacrifice, kind of all deflated for obvious reasons, but their tasks are done, children to be cared for, clothes to be washed, life carries on. People start talking about what type of funeral would be appropriate, and what Pythor is going to do. A lot of hopes are pinned on Cassandra, but Cassandra is dead. So through this gloomy scene, not only due to the weather, but also due to the death of Cassandra, the complete victory that Lord Sidon just has, you make your way back to the King's Palace. What do you do?
Right. Do we have to like knock on a door, or do we just walk in?
The guards just let you in. I mean, you're well known enough, and you enter into the throne room where you've seen King Achatus, not King Achatus, King Pythor, going about his business, which is usually drinking and eating and flirting with anybody who breathes. But he's not there. The room is empty.
Are there any servants around or anything?
There's several servants around. They're basically laying out a feast. Just huge amount of foods on this table. Pythor is known for his womanizing, his skills in battle, and his appetite. And judging by this breakfast buffet, the reputation is well deserved.
Right. Have any of you seen like the king come back with like a corpse?
Yeah, we did. We asked if we could help or prepare the body in any way, but he just brushed us aside and took her somewhere deep below the king's palace. That's as much as I can say. He wasn't in the talking mood.
Right. Do you happen to have like the directions or?
Just down. We didn't follow him.
Right. Are we gonna get in trouble if we go down there?
Oh no,
Okay.
not at all. No.
Cool. I guess we'll wander down there.
Okay. You wander down and takes a few bits of toing or froing, but eventually you locate the king. He's in a fairly nondescript room. There's a table there with lots of blood on it. No, you don't see Cassandra, but you do see the king. But it is not the king you remember. You remember Pythor as this big, huge, burly guy, massive chest. Now he is much less than that. It's almost a joke what you see. You see a man half the size of Pythor, but still Pythor, still in his armor, but the armor is just ridiculously too big for him. And he looks thin, he looks gaunt, and he's asleep. And someone has had the courtesy to put a blanket over him.
That doesn't seem normal. Are you actually doing that?
Yeah, she actually does that.
Oh.
What, like Cass?
She just looks disappointed that you weren't scared.
That we weren't scared.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh, well,
I'll
hold on.
scream now if you just
Yeah.
like lightly, because I feel bad about it. Ah,
Oh, what the
Gee, thanks.
fuck?
Yeah, I'm back. And she looks pretty worse for wear. She's cleaned up but looks quite mangled.
Are you immortal?
No. Long story short, Pythor kind of gave up being a god to resurrect me.
Well, shit.
And told me not to fuck up again. And to stop being an idiot.
Did he
And then
say anything about giving us use of his army?
No, I don't think he mentioned that. Yeah, kind of passed out from looked like a lack of energy. I'm assuming it took a lot out of him.
he looks deflated, like
Yeah,
a balloon.
yeah. He said if he's lucky, he could get another 50 years of life.
That's more than most get. That's pretty good.
I mean, well, he's lived like over 1,000 years, and what's mortal and is no more mortal.
Huh.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
feel bad. I didn't think he would bring me back. I didn't think I was worth that. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, you did what he couldn't, or that he wasn't brave enough to do. And I don't want to like sound like I'm shit talking him when he's sleeping in the
In
corner.
the
It's kind of
corner.
awkward.
It
Yeah.
should have been him on that stone in the first place.
I mean, I think he did the right thing, right? That's pretty good. I mean, we were just talking about bringing you to like. Aw, that's very cute. We were just thinking of bringing you to Queen Valis, but now I guess we don't have to. Um, hey, you know what we should do? We should show you in front of like Gaius. I think that'd be really funny. Oh no, wait. Let's not.
Gaius has left. He's gone.
Or he kills me.
Yeah, I just
I
like
look like a
thought of it
bag of
again.
dicks right now, man.
Um,
But yeah. How are you guys?
uh, doing okay.
Ready
guess.
to put all of this behind us.
Me too. 10 out of 10. I think Corin could agree and not recommend dying.
Corin would agree?
Yeah.
You died. A
Oh
couple days
yeah,
ago.
I did. Wait, how the hell was I brought back? I don't remember that.
I think it was like a scroll or something.
God, we gotta pack extra ones of those, I think.
We need a lot of those.
Yeah.
Value pack.
Well,
Value pack. Gotta go to Costco.
2-for-1 deal.
in keeping with the spirit of all this, should we head to the necropolis?
Yeah.
Um,
So you're back to life. Like, are you, Cass? Like, do we owe anyone anything for this good fortune, or what can you tell? What can you tell us?
Don't let me die again, or Pythor will figure out how to kill me again. Was not happy.
Okay.
But he said I have things to accomplish, so I think that means the prophecy, so. But yeah, is it still like the middle of the night, or is it like the next day?
It's the
really the next
morning.
day.
Okay.
I mean, there's breakfast upstairs.
Am I still at 0 HP?
No, of course not. You're at 1 HP.
Perfect.
Much better.
It is. Yeah, I'm not really in condition to travel anywhere right now. If we could give me at least a day to recuperate.
I think that sounds fine.
How much time do we have to get these things? Like, what's the urgency?
When does the Oath of Peace run out?
Yeah.
In about 70 days, I'd say.
Oh, 70.
Okay, so we can wait 1 day, but we could also like travel while Cass heals up, or we could like heal Cass, and then
I think Fenrir is currently doing that.
Yeah.
I'm at max. That's exactly max. He put me on exact.
And I have some more good news. Despite the fact that the sacrifice perhaps not going the way you'd expected, definitely some lessons have been learned along the way. You may level up.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
definitely will take that.
And Cass, those
Level?
mechanics we talked about,
Yeah.
assuming you don't, you know what it is, that's still in effect regardless of how you level up.
Yeah.
Take a moment to level up.
I don't like how you said that. I don't know what that means, and I don't like how you said it.
Take a 5.
Oh, Cassandra's back.
Oh, juicy. I just went up so much HP.
Oh.
I'm almost at 50 now.
I didn't have a plan. I need one. I need like 2 minutes to figure out my plan.
Of course, take your time.
What is this?
I was gonna do something, but now I don't know if I'm gonna do that something.
Wow, nice. Oh, it's feat choosing time. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
I didn't
for
think this
some of,
far ahead.
not for all of us.
Not for me, but
Multi-classers.
Oh, right.
well, I'm gonna do the easy thing here, and I'll think about this further.
I need charisma.
Taking the ASI.
No, I'm gonna take a half feat, but I don't know which one to take.
Okay. So, Cass, you're going pure barbarian, it looks like?
For now, yeah. Unless there's like lore / I get bored of barbarian, but this class has a lot of cool stuff. This subclass, as of right now, I'm pretty sure I'm sticking with it.
Cool. Crow, same with you, it looks like?
Yeah.
And Fen, and Kythion, and Tethys, you considering another class?
No, I'm not gonna triple class right now, if that's the question. No, that's probably just it. I'm just gonna do one more sorcerer. That gives me meta magic and well on my way to being a demigod with other capabilities. So I gotta roll a dice. The small dice as a sorcerer, which is too bad. Whoops, I'm fucking up.
Why are there no good feats that increase con?
There's cook.
You.
I thought about it, but like it's good low levels, then it just falls off.
There's also what's it called? I take this all the fucking time. What's it called? Skill expert.
Oh, nice.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
You can guarantee grapples with that.
Yeah, because I'm definitely leaning that way. It's just I was looking if there's like a cool thing, but there's not really.
And pretty good rolls on hit points. The only one who was slightly below average was Crow. Everybody else, pretty good, especially Cassandra. My goodness.
I die and then get my max roll for health. What were you? You're making me do performance for cooking, right? I'm pretty sure that's what.
I think so, but of course you get your proficiency bonus on top of it.
Yeah, just because I'm probably taking skill expert and I get to pick a skill to get proficiency with, and then expertise with another. So I'll probably get proficient with performance and expertise in athletics.
Okay. So yeah, we will do. Yeah, yeah, we'll say performance then. We'll be fine for cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds as everybody's. Did you take a feat, Corin?
Yeah, I'm just looking at spells. There's so many spells.
Oh,
Oh, spells. Fuck.
course. Yeah,
Guys.
I'm gonna be doing spells for the next hour, honestly. So I'll put them in there.
Okay, that's fine. Understandable.
Ability.
I did just play a sorcerer, but I got a lot of things to do.
Says the grappler. Yeah, go grapple a basilisk, why don't you? Let's see how that's working.
Because you didn't shove him, Cassandra.
I know it was panic. Okay.
But I thought the reckless was a good move because you definitely had to kill the basilisk that turn.
Yeah.
Natural one, buddy.
Yeah, no, and I was thinking, looking back at it all, what I should have done was shoved him on the rock to get him incapacitated or whatever, prone on the ground so I could attack normal. He gets disadvantage. But I just did, you learn, first time grappler here, so
Teach you a moment, you know.
you live, you die, you learn,
Yeah, all of those things.
Yeah.
Okay, is everybody leveled up?
Yes.
Except for spells. It sounds like some of you are contemplating spells, which is always tricky.
Yeah.
Okay, but Cassandra has appeared. Cassandra is alive, and in her own words, she looks like a bag of dicks, but she is alive.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Do I want this?
Didn't my grandpa or whatever say he had something he was preparing for me? Gift or whatever. I know he said that before we left town the second time.
Actually, just as you're about to leave, presumably for the necropolis, you hear somebody with an obvious limp, and then you hear a thump of wood on the ground, then a shuffling of feet, and then a thump of wood on the ground, and you see Pythor, as I said, literally half the size he used to be. He's gotten out of the armor that just looked ridiculous on him, and he's wearing a simple robe. And he says, Cassandra, get over here. Help me stand, lass.
She'll go help him get up.
And he leans very heavily on your shoulder. He's Ralph. I had everything I needed to say to you last night, so don't forget, alright?
Yes. It gives a stern nod.
I have one more gift for you before I need to sit down for a rest, as those words are just so foreign. That's what I need to do. And he nods behind him, and one of his servants brings out a hammer, looking suspiciously like Thor's hammer, that sort of size, that sort of proportion. And the servant comes over and hands this massive hammer to Pythor, and Pythor can't quite manage to hold it up. His arms go limp, and he's struggling to hold the hammer.
She'll
Pass!
help him. Oh, yeah.
All right. So this is one last gift I have for you, lass. This, strangely enough, is called Pythor's hammer. And,
How original.
oh, I know. But you
Source
see,
hammer.
your granddad, Vulcan, over there, he's been a little pissy as of late because A, his forge is closed down, the Mithril Forge, and B, even if it wasn't open, he doesn't have the tools to do it. This is the tool that'll enable him to create great weapons for you, lass. So take it and give it to him. He can do good things with it.
All right. She'll take the hammer from him.
And he stumbles back to a chair, but just before he does it, he glares at Corin, Nix, Tethys, and Finn. He says, "Oi! You lot, keep an eye on my girl, alright?
Oh, all right.
This is not gonna happen again."
Okay.
Alright. And he collapses back in the chair and starts breathing heavily as if the exhaustion of shouting at all of you took more energy than he had.
Cool. Well, shall we? She'll just take that as a yes and a nod and leave the basement, I guess.
To your grandfather's.
Yeah, to the forge.
Okay. So heading back over to the forge, the blacksmith, you see Vulcan. You guys have met Vulcan before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did shout at you before.
Everyone shouts at me.
But, oh, I didn't show you the art. Here's the art. Oh, I did show you the art. Did I? Have you seen that before?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe. What a handsome lad.
Yeah. Okay, and he says, "Cassandra, what the bloody hell? Last time I saw you, you're in fucking 5 pieces. What's happened?"
Well, I died.
What the fuck's name did you do that for?
Well, I thought we hunted all the beasts before the ritual. As you could
Hunted all
tell,
the right
we
type of beasts? Did you literally
Yeah.
go out there and kill every goddamn basilisk?
I mean, we killed a bunch.
So that's a no, isn't it?
Yeah.
Use your brain. Start flexing that muscle in your head instead of those biceps, you daft
I mean-
bugger.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
Pythor already scorned me, but
Look,
He
lass.
gave-
Look, lass,
Yep.
I know what happened. I know the sacrifice you made. I know what Pythor gave up to bring you back. So I'm only hard on you, lass, because I want you to do great things, right?
I'll try.
No, you don't try. You goddamn do it. Your father tried and he failed. When he fails, you gotta succeed, lass. Positive thinking.
All right.
No, not alright. Say it like you mean it.
God damn it. Let's do this.
Yes, that's alright. Alright. Can't help but notice you're carrying a hammer here.
Yeah, he told me to give it to you.
Alright. So with this, and I'm talking to all of you at this point, not my daft granddaughter. With this hammer, I can literally forge you weapons strong enough to take on dragons, strong enough to take on titans. But I will need my mind to be reopened. Now, I know you're looking for the mithril mines, and quite frankly, it's been so long I've forgotten where it is. I need to check my notes, cross the reference. But probably when you're back from bloody wherever the hell you are going, when you get back, I'll probably be able to give you personal directions to the forge. You relight up that forge, and with this hammer I can create you weapons of great power. As I said, good enough to slay dragons and titans. Which, to be frank, is exactly what you're gonna have to do to prevent this apocalypse.
Alright, well.
Okay.
Sick.
Good.
Not alright! Not will try. Confidence, lass!
I didn't say we'll try. It wasn't me.
Who the fuck said we'll try? Which one of you sons of bitches was it?
I think it was the wolf man.
The one that doesn't talk.
Alright. He adjusts his eyes, Peter. Alright, just be careful with your words. I'll cut short words next time. Just out of interest, who was it?
I think it was Cassandra.
Oh, was it Cassandra? Well, you deceive the DM. That's going up your natural 1 to avoid death. You follow it up with a natural 20 to pull the DM.
Yay.
Alright. I've got a buttload of fucking research to do. Go over old notes to find out how you can get back to the lost mine. So piss off the lot of you. You got world saving to do. Go on, get.
We gone get. Where are we gone getting to, by the way? I've been dead.
Oh,
We're
Haven't
just
been
do
dead
let's
that
do the
long.
Necropolis now.
Going to the necropolis?
I
Going
think,
to the Necropolis.
yeah.
Okie
It's
dokie.
probably not the place you want to go to right after, dying, but
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So you leave first thing, early on in the morning. You've been shouted at by a few people. You resting up for the day? There was talk of that.
Do you want to stay here the day you just died?
Fen healed me, so I'll just hobble along.
Okay, and hobbit along you do. So leaving the city via the north gate into the plains, you start your trek, which you've taken before, back towards the necropolis. You pass once more past the hands of Kentame. You remember these massive hands sticking out of the ground from the Titan. They are still unmoving. What are you doing? You just going to give them a wide berth again, or check them out, or what do you do?
yeah, I'm gonna give him a wide berth. That seems like
Yeah.
something you don't want to fuck with, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right. You avoid the thing that has a big sign that says "Do not touch," and a great break with the tradition. You do not touch it. And you continue on your way to the necropolis. You pass the gorge where you fought the harpies, and you're on high alert, but no more harpies attack you. Might be that you killed them all, might be that they're low in number, but regardless. And then you start approaching the the so-called path of the dead, and the sound of the forest, the sounds of the birds, they all stop. And it's quite unnerving just how silent it is. The only sound you hear is your crunch on this loosely packed snow as you approach the necropolis. And the silence is unnerving, and you get your first look at the necropolis, which I have some art for, and this is what you see before you.
Whoa,
Wow,
that looks cool.
that's very cool.
Very metal.
I don't know what I expected, but I was thinking more of like, not that. That's awesome.
And there are 3 bridges approaching the necropolis, but there is only one bridge that's in service. Now, as you can no doubt tell, this map is absolutely massive. And what I find is easier, instead of us going through with dragging individual characters around, you're all going to be represented by this marker token.
Huh.
It's just, and if combat breaks out or anything like that, well, we'll deal with that as it comes up. But, so, the ancient necropolis stands before you, awe-inspiring in both size and splendor. Although ice and snow obscure the details, its magnificent pillars and statues surround a massive stone structure. Between you and the necropolis is a vast canyon spanned by 3 stone bridges. 2 of the bridges are apparently broken and unusable. Though the bottom of the canyon is cloaked in mist, you can see a number of bones scattered among the rocks below. The canyon is surrounded by an eerie silence. The only sound that can be heard is your feet crunching through a light layer of frost and snow on the paved path.
Huh. I'll put my cold weather coat that I bought before on.
Sure.
Same.
Agreed. Whoever we're here for, you should go first.
That kind of looks like a thing at the end of the bridge.
Ooh,
Yeah.
What is that?
let's fucking check it out.
I'll
It's a
tell you
person.
exactly
Oh, yeah, there he
what you
is.
see. So the only bridge you can cross around is this one to the south, and a lone skeletal figure stands at the center of this bridge. Tattered cloak covers the figure's thin frame and obscures its face. Golden runes are traced along the hems of its cloak.
Maybe that's Damon.
Do you want to ask him?
Except is feeling brave. I think he's gonna like walk up.
The figure.
I'll
Excuse me.
go up with you.
Preemptively stop me from dying. Thank you. I appreciate that.
As you get closer, Tethys, the figure holds out
Oh.
a skeletal hand.
Wait,
expecting
sorry. I don't want to look at him.
Okay.
So I'm like not looking at him directly, just in
Well,
case.
Your head bowed. Okay.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
sound comes from the figure. No sound comes from anywhere, in fact.
are you gonna talk to it, Tethys?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize that was me in the dot. That was all of us. Excuse me, good sir. I'm looking for a lich named Damon.
And you see it reaching out with a skeletal hand in your direction, expectingly, as if it wants something.
I mean, I have a coin in my pocket, which is a coin that was given to me by that oracle. Uh, so I think I'm gonna hold up that coin.
Okay. The creature takes the coin from your hand, puts it in his cloak, and then raises a single skeletal finger up near your face. Tethys, what do you do? It pauses just slightly.
Raises a single skeletal figure.
Right next to your cheek, but not yet touching your cheek.
Kind of creepy. I guess I'll like touch its finger.
Like E.T.?
Yeah, almost like E.T. Yep.
That was okay. I'm gonna try talking to it again. So, can you tell me how to? What does this guy know? Mr. Damon, I'm cursed. Do you know how to end my curse?
The skeletal figure tilts his head and presses its bony finger into your cheek. Not yet drawing blood or anything like that, but it's a little bit painful.
Okay. Dude, I'm just trying to know how to end my curse. Um, I'll try once more. Tell me what I need to do, Damon.
He drags this bony finger down your cheek, leaving a long red streak of blood that drips down to your feet. One hit point worth of damage is quite painful.
Sounds about right.
And then with a bloody skeletal finger, he presses it to, I'm going to say lips, not that he has lips, but to his mouth as if he's tasting it. And he says, I know who you are. You are the cursed one. What is your
Okay. My name is Tethys, son of, well, whoever, Tethys. I come from a long line of satyrs. My ancestors were gods, but they made some mistakes, to say the least, and I'm cursed.
I can taste the curse on your blood. I can see it is not you that cursed, but your entire lineage.
Yeah, your grandparent sleeps with one wrong god, and this is what happens. Go figure.
Go figure, indeed. I assume you wish a method to end this curse, not only on you, but your entire bloodline.
Tell me how to end it, oh great Damon.
There are many curses in Thylia. My personal one I see most often is the curse of the grave robbers. People brave enough to come here and steal. They are cursed. There's the curse of the Oathbreaker. People who promise to say something, but fail to deliver. Typically they end up in the Isle of the Exiles. But you, Tethys, you are cursed with something that has never been seen in Thalia before. It is the most vile curse, and I can taste it on your blood.
What is my curse, Damon? I've been told a watered down story by my parents, but I don't really know why I'm really cursed.
It was a decision that they made, a foolish decision to save your life. But they failed, and they paid for the ultimate price for their in their life. And this curse that you now bear was devised by none other than Sidon, the Titan Lord of Storms, and his sister wife, Lutheria, Mistress of Dreams. They have both worked together to curse you. They said a curse unlike Thalia has ever seen before. While I have great power, breaking this curse is even beyond me, Tethys. But I know one who might be able to help you. Seek out the Lotus Witch on Scorpion Island. She might know how to break this curse.
Thank you, Damon. I'll seek her out. Can you give me anything else to help me on my way? Given that I gave you this nice coin. I don't know you, but I gave you a nice coin.
The coin is passage for you and your friends to enter the necropolis where the greatest of the Dragon Lords are buried. But the path before you, Tithys, is filled with darkness. I have a gift for you. A lost family heirloom of your lineage. May this help you see in dark places. And he hands you a gem. It's about the size of your fist, and even as you hold it now, it glows ever so slightly.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Damon.
So it looks like this, except it doesn't have a stand. As I said, about fist size. Right. Go now. Use it to light yourself in dark places. Mechanically, Tethys, it's a gem of brightness. So feel free, feel free to add that into your inventory. A gem of brightness.
Cool.
The standard D&D item, so it should be easy enough to add to your inventory.
Yep. Cool. Thank you, Damon. Off we go. Anything we shouldn't do in this necropolis? Like any graves you'd suggest we not rob, for example?
Some of the graves are from noble dragon lords. Some of the graves are from wicked dragon lords. And some of the graves are still empty. As somewhere out there in the world, the original dragon lord still lives. Some of these graves will be consecrated. Some of those will be not. I suggest you leave the consecrated ones well enough alone.
How do you tell?
Does it respond?
Could you ask him how you tell? He doesn't seem to like me.
Yeah. How can you tell, Damon, the graves apart?
No response.
No response. Hmm. Okay. Well, thank you, Damon. We are off. We have business to do in this necropolis. I don't remember what that business is, but we have business to attend to. We will make our way.
Okay. He doesn't respond. and you walk past into the necropolis itself.
Howdy ho.
He was a
Okay.
little weird.
As you're walking past, a hand shoots out, and it
Give it a high five.
grabs Kythion by the collar, and the skeletal head turns and looks at you, Kythion. It says, "I know you."
Wait, who this guy
Yeah, this guy right
grabs
here.
me?
Yep, by the collar, turns its head slowly towards you and says, "I know you."
He's Kythion. Kythion. We'll just say I'm here to reclaim what I've once lost.
Where have you been?
I was stolen away by the witch, and now I'm free
The
to save the
witch.
world.
Who is this witch you talk about?
Versi, the oracle that everyone seems to think is a good person, but
Make a persuasion check.
persuasion. Please, oh please! Oh my god.
I saw you fight towards the end, and then you vanished. I pray for your soul you do not run like a coward next time.
Switch my dice. There's not going to be any running. I'm going to reclaim what has been lost and put an end to this Titan threat apocalypse.
I hope you do. Hope you find a way to regain your honor. Many dragons, Lord, die. As far as I'm concerned, you ran. Better finish what you started, or I'll hunt you down myself.
He just nods.
And he lets go of your collar and starts staring blankly off to the east.
All right, let's go, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, what you see, there are numerous tombs around here. Like there's a tomb here, for example. Whoops. And there's a tomb here. Why is my thing zooming so weirdly? Weirdness. Weirdness enough to refresh my browser. And as you know, I usually have sounds playing. It's a little bit uncomfortable having no sounds. I keep on wanting to make sounds like swamping sounds, storm sounds, forest, everything. But it's completely silent. Okay, so you are surrounded by tombs. Like there's one over here, for example. You think to get a bit closer to have a look. There's a tomb here. There's a tomb here. And everything with these pillars. Basically, there's a tomb. What do you do?
I mean, there's one literally right here, right?
What are we looking for?
We are looking for notes. Lost armor and the axe of Xandar and the breastplate of Mithros and the shield of Vulcan.
Yeah.
There.
I mean, so long as it's not in a consecrated tomb, it's fine, right? We just have to figure out which ones are.
I mean, maybe the
But,
tomb's a little like named by them. Like,
yeah, I was about to say, are they inscribed or anything?
Would you like to go over and have a look?
Yes.
This one over here?
Yeah.
So you wander across once again, your boots and you approach this tomb that you see, and it's marked as Telemark Arcalander, Oath Sworn of Valus. And beneath the description, it says, "Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within." But the tomb is open, and you can look inside. And you see that the inside of the crypt contains a large sarcophagus with a proud warrior engraved on its lid. Fading murals cover the wall and ceilings of this crypt. They depict the same warrior slaughtering enemies of every kind: men, women, centaurs, satyrs, cyclopses, and more.
Talamok, that was the good guy
It
of the brothers.
doesn't seem like a good guy.
I'm trying to remember the story. Because there was the brother from the play that we saw, but he had another brother. Or there was two of them. But I don't remember if they were both bad or if just one was bad.
Kyra pipes up. Well, the guy you heard about in the play was Esther Arcaland, and he was the genocidal maniac. He was the guy who led the slaughter of the centaurs. Man, woman, child, young, old, everybody. Genocidal maniac is a term that is not often thrown around but applies to him. Telemach was his brother. And while it's odd to compare genocidal maniacs, but Esther was perhaps the worst. Telemach was known as a particularly vicious dragon lord, known for never giving a quarter in battle. And he was responsible for some, not all, but some of the worst massacres during the First War.
Ugh. Yikes.
Right. So that's the slightly better brother.
Yes.
Kyra, do you know if this is consecrated? Would you know that?
Well, I put it this way. If I don't know. But put it this way: if I was to were responsible for consecrating the grounds here and blessing the grounds, yeah, not in a million years would I consider consecrating the tomb of Telemark Arcalander. Not to put too fine a point on it, but fuck that guy.
Right. So we're thinking because he was a bad guy, he probably isn't consecrated.
So does that mean we go in or we don't go in?
I'm just telling you what I would do. I mean, a lot of people, particularly well, it's a complicated history. Like the Dragon Lords did effectively protect the humans, and a lot of the humans think, shit, I don't really care if they massacred tribes after tribes. We got to survive. So, hey, Telemach's a good guy in our book. So maybe one of those people have consecrated his grave. I'm just telling you what I would do. I know there are certain magic and rituals that to determine it, but I don't know. And of course, if you get it wrong, curse of the Oathbreaker, curse of the Grave Robber, rather, which you don't want to be hanging around with.
So on to the next one.
So putting keeping that aside, perhaps just for now, you walk up the side of the cliff and come to this one. And this one contains the description: Adonis Neurodragon, Oathsworn of Pytha, most beautiful of dragon lords, if but his sword work had been as beautiful. And once again, the inscription: Death awaits all who would desecrate the great warrior.
Right. Sorry, I had a coughing fit in the middle of that. Could I ritually cast Detect Magic? Would that work? I forgot I could do that as a ritual, just
Can
a
you bring up
thing.
the description for Detect Magic, please? Well, it's not going to tell you if it's consecrated or desecrated, but I'll let you know if anything pings from Detect Magic. Nothing so far has.
Okay.
Okay, and as you come across this Adonis Neurodragon, Kari says, well, he wasn't particularly liked as a Dragon Lord, but he was very loyal to Xander, and the original Dragon Lord, perhaps the greatest of all Dragon Lords. He wasn't particularly well liked, but he was known for his beauty and his extreme wealth, and that helped out a lot. And you see it's an open sarcophagus. You see a body inside, and you see that his breastplate is giving off an aura of magic, and his short sword is giving off a thing of magic.
That's, are you telling the group that?
Yeah.
Are these the things we need?
Maybe we should take a peek at all of them first. I don't really want to swipe things if we're just gonna get, like, murdered. Or what's the Curse of the Grave Robber actually do? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
That's what he said it
We've
was,
never
right?
we've never rubbed a grave before.
I think you met one back in Astoria, someone who was keen
So
to
we,
steal a
we
necklace of fireballs. Do you remember
I think
that?
yeah, I think I read about the Curse of the Grave Robber. I think it's bad. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay. Those afflicted by this curse, those afflicted by this curse cannot eat after a number of days equal to their con score. The cursed character will gain one level of exhaustion every day until they die from starvation.
Oh.
It is impossible for let's not get this curse. This is it is impossible for the person to get rid of the magical item they stole, even by returning it. Yeah, you die. So that's a bad curse to have.
Yeah, that does not sound great. Um, okay, do we want to go to the next?
Let's look at all the graves and figure it out that way.
Maybe it's like a puzzle.
You move to the next grave. This grave is Esther Arklander, Oathsworn of Kyra. And once again, so just assume this inscription is on all of them. Death awaits all who would desecrate the great warrior within. And as you glance inside the wall of this tomb, you see disturbing image adorn the walls of this tomb. Rather than heroic battles, this carving largely depict a man slaughtering unarmed dryads and satyrs in gory detail. Clear pain and fear marks its victims' faces. In one panel, his dragon companion appears to beg for mercy on behalf of a group of nearby creatures. A blood-red marble sarcophagus bearing the same image sits in the center of the room. The sarcophagus is empty. Kyra goes to speak for a little bit, and Finn, you notice that a slight tear in her eye, which she wipes away before anybody else notices it. And without commenting, she just walks on past it. Doesn't tell you anything about Esther Archelander.
Next one, I guess. I'm writing little notes next to them in case anybody can't see them.
Oh.
The next one you approach is labeled Rizon Phobos, Oathsworn of Vulcan. Now, this tome is lined with murals of great battles. The mural features an imposing woman riding a bronze dragon. The main panel depicts the heroic warriors triumphing over a group of formidable-looking minotaurs. 6 minotaur skeletons arranged like guardians around the sarcophagus, which has been painted with the likeness of a woman from the murals. Kyra, almost regaining her composure that really only Finn noticed, says, this is she was a complicated soul. She was vying for leadership of the Dragon Lords from Xander. Didn't really come across, but she was responsible for some of the great victories. Not the massacres, the victories during the First War. So she wasn't like, she's okay though. I'd buy her a drink if I ever met her again. You whisper that to Kyra. Yes was quick, but I'm assuming that's a yes. Whisper to Kyra. She reaches out and squeezes your hand just a little thin before going on and explaining these tombs. On to the next one. Cosmos Phobos, son of Rezon Phobos.
Cool names.
The torchlight seems unable to properly illuminate this floor, ceiling, and walls, which are covered with a thick, slick, black substance that appears to shift and quiver. The only object you can identify is a grey marble sarcophagus with the features of the man. So Cosmophobos, he is the son of Xander. And when Xander died, Rizon rose to become the leader of the Dragon Lords. Cosmo, good guy in my book. Moving on to the next tomb. You see the tomb of Nicholas Phobos, blessed of Sidon. And this tomb is in good condition compared to most of the others. The murals are bright and the paint has not completely faded. The images adorning the walls of the sarcophagus depict a man who is an equal parts sailor and king. He wears a breastplate adorned with a maelstrom swirl, the symbol of Sidon. So Nicholas, another complicated character. He was the very last of the Dragon Lords to rule. And he died about a century ago, though the order of the Dragon Lords was corrupted before then. Nicholas swore fealty to Sidon as a symbolic gesture of peace, earning the blessing of the Titans. And the Order of Sidons followed themselves against his example. So, long story short, traitor to the Dragon Lords. Okay, we head up to, this one to the far north. And you come across the grave of Isidore Huron. The sarcophagus of this woman is an athletic woman of regal bearing. Murals show her competing in foot races, javelin throwing, and other competitive games. Always by her side is a man in a cloak that resembles the one worn by the lich that guards the necropolis. Yeah, Isidore, a granddaughter of Xander, and old Damon, old Grumpy Bones over there, used to serve as her chief advisor when she ruled the Dragon Lords. Now, after she died, Damon, old Grumpy Bones, retreated from life in the city of Mitros and came to the Guardian to be its guardian and to watch over Isidore in particular. Moving on.
I'm just gonna put "don't touch this one." I feel like that one's just a don't do it.
There we go. That one's there already, been revealed. The Tomb of Xander. This white marble tomb is carved into the side of the mountain and sheltered by an imposing portico of withered columns. The entrance to the sepulchre is blocked by a heavy chiseled slab, flanked by two statues of sitting lions. The center of the slab is fitted with an insert bronze handle. The pediment above the tomb is engraved with the name Xander amidst intricate vines and laurels. Well, of course, this is the Tomb of Xander. In my opinion, the greatest of all the Dragon Lords. He was the first Dragon Lord. According to what Versi told us. Just bring up that to remind everybody.
We need to.
You must grame the mighty weapons welded against the Titans by the first Dragon Lord. Xander was the first Dragon Lord.
Okay, that seems important, so we're gonna do that big time.
So this is the tomb we have to rob.
Yeah, that's the for sure one. Okay.
And of course, there's this massive, huge tomb over here. There's still a couple more up here.
Yeah, well, we'll go check out the other ones too. Might as well get them all done, right?
Cool. So this one is the tomb of Lysis Archelander, and the tomb. The walls of this tomb display the brutal behavior of a king with a glint of madness in his eyes. The main panel shows his downfall at the hands of the god Pythor. Pythor! At the center of the tomb is a black marble sarcophagus carved in the image of a mad king. Well, this is another complete arsehole, says Kydra. Lysis was the grandson of Estor, and he was the last of his family to rule Astoria. The Archelanders had ruled Astoria as kings for over the century, but this guy proves to be as mad as shit, and the god Pythor, unable to stand by and watch any longer, overthrew him and took over the throne. So he was the king of Astoria until Pythor gave him the old 1-2. And the final one to the north is of Okos Archelander. And Okos, the tomb, a bronze statue of a man stands outside this tomb. The murals on this wall of this tomb depict the man leading an army of hoplites in several clashes against the centaurs in the grasslands north of the Archelon River. The man is shown a simple bronze breastplate, and the sarcophagus is entirely unadorned. Okay, you seem to be taking notes, Corin. Tell me, Okos Archelander, asshole or not?
I'm not sure I'm guessing people didn't really seem to like him. There's nothing really here.
No.
No?
So answer the question. Was he an asshole like his Esther Archelander, or was he just an okay guy?
I don't know, seems fine. Just seems like a dude, I guess.
Well, you've got it exactly right. Your nondescript answer kind of describes Archelander. The blood of the Archelander is flowing in his groin, but he didn't do much. Just a
Just a
simple
dude.
soldier in the armor, but technically a dragon lord. So he gets his turn. Just a dude. You wander over to the largest and most magnificent of the tomb. And this massive tomb dwarfs all the others in the necropolis. The pristine white mausoleum is supported by immense serpentine pillars. As you draw closer, you realize these pillars are actually statues that have been carved into the shapes of the dragon. And the tomb is open. You could wander in if you like.
Yes, I would like to check out the tomb.
Yeah, head in.
I mean, so long as we don't take anything, we're fine. That's not like a grave robber thing, right? Just walking in. That's trespassing, if anything.
Or Curse of the Trespasser.
That's a grave tourist. These are fine. Grave
Did-
trespass.
We miss a tomb. Is this one down here south of the?
Oh, yep, we'll get there, but
Oh, yeah.
we'll just
I
deal
can-
with this big
map
one
is
first. There are more
big.
tombs to check out. Yeah. So unlike most of the art in the necropolis, the mosaics that line the wall and ceilings here are pristine, almost new in appearance. The panel closest to the entrance depicts 5 majestic dragons, 1 silver and 4 bronze, soaring through the heavens. A formidable human warrior is mounted on each dragon. The next mosaic is dominated by the verdant coast of Thylea. While the bronze dragons remain aloft, the silver dragon is shown making landfall on this new continent. Her rider greets a haggard-looking group of humans on the shore. Subsequent mosaic shows human civilization on the continent from tiny towns of great walled cities under the leadership of the Dragon Lords, and the towns are all blossoming and flourishing. This tells a tale, obviously, of when the Dragon Lords first arrived to Thylea. The humans would just lived in small villages, and under the leadership of the Dragon Lords, they grew into the great city of Mitros, Astoria, Odyssey. Of course, there's another side of the story, which is how they maintained power. The massacres with the genocidal maniac of Esther Arklander. And yeah. And Kyra looks around at all of you, and she says, "Many guesses on who's buried here?"
Dragons.
I would say dragon.
You get half
Yeah.
a point. Which dragon in particular?
Xander's.
No, it wasn't Xander's dragon.
Was it?
Is it the first one?
Xander was the first.
No. Was
Is it Estor's dragon?
I can tell you 100% with certainty it wasn't Estor's dragon. If you remember, one of the key events that ended the war was the sacrifice of the god Mitros. I mean, you can shake all of the gods' hands, but not Mitros. She is somewhere else at the moment. And her great sacrifice amongst the great dragons to defend Mitros when all is looked lost is one of the turning points of the war. This is the burial place of Mitros's dragon, the dragon Balmitria. Tell me that must rings a bell to you now.
Yes. But
Yes.
rings a horn, actually.
So Balmitria is buried down here. I certainly don't forget her sacrifice. I certainly don't forget Mitros's sacrifice as well. So I'm just going to take a moment here, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And she just takes a knee, says a few prayers under her breath, raises her hands to her lips, kisses her own hand, and then places her hand on this marble sarcophagus that this assumingly Balmetria is below. And she gets up, takes a deep sigh, and all right. Wanna check out the other ones?
I think there's just, is it just one more?
Two more down here.
Oh, there's one there too? Okay.
Yep. So this
Oh,
one
man.
is Gregor Hurroff. And the crypt is empty and there's no sarcophagus. The murals and painted ceiling tell the story of a young man traversing the islands and waters of Thalia. The man, however, is absent from the final panel. It simply shows a grieving woman looking across a stormy sea from a palace balcony. Yeah, not much is known about him. He just kind of wandered off into the ocean and never been found. People thought he was going to do great things, but he didn't. He just vanished. I just noticed I've typed this one in wrong. So
Mm.
oh, okay, well, it's an easy one. So the last one, the one at the bottom, has a simple inscription. It just says Dorian, and soot darkens the floor and walls of this tomb. An ornate sarcophagus at the center of the room is carved with a likeness of a young man, and its lid has been left slightly ajar. Footprints in the soot suggest the crypt has been visited in the recent past. Durian Neurodragon, he was an okay dude. Much was predicted of him, greatness, and he achieved kind of some of it. And that is all the tombs.
Is there one up here? What is this?
There is one more tomb up here,
Oh.
and two identical clay statues of handsome men stand on either side of a grey marble sarcophagus, which has been carved with the same likeness. It can also be seen throughout the tomb's murals, which depict him as a man of immense wealth. Inlays of gold, silver, and precious stone glitter from the murals, all in sharp contrast to the fading colours that surround them. And Mitro, says Kai, was a grandson of Adonis, whose tomb you've already found. Yeah, and he used his wealth to bribe the other Dragon Lords that were to be elected after the death of Cosmo. But he didn't do a good job. It was he ushered in the beginning of the end of the Order of the Dragon Lords. Once a noble thing, but this was the beginning of the end. And that is probably all of the tombs. What do you do?
Okay, how much do we want stuff? I mean, I guess we could just go and do the one we know for sure won't get us killed,
Yeah.
right?
It's a good.
Yeah, let's start with that one, right?
We're heading to the tomb of Xander.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just check something. Okay, so Xander's tomb is sealed with a marble door that has an inset bronze handle on it. Unlike the other tombs around here, you cannot actually see. You need to open this marble door somehow.
Let's open the door.
Okay, Kaitian. So you wander up boldly and open the door. Make me an athletics check. It budges a little bit, but it doesn't move.
Just
I
for
think
fun,
this
can
is
I
a
try it?
two-person job.
Sure.
I want to try it.
Same deal with you.
I
Nah,
don't do it.
I can help.
Cassandra. Oh, what's happened to my sounds?
You
can
can
cer- oh,
certainly try.
Leah, don't delay like that. You're throwing me off. Cassandra.
But
That's not a 23.
-4 from that.
While you're not as strong as you usually are, you are strong enough. And the
Yay.
mighty door swings open. And I'm going to drag you across to a different map. And imagine half of you see nothing down here. And half of you see nothing because you have no dark vision.
Woo!
That's lame of you guys.
I have a gem of brightness. I think I'm going to turn it on.
Sure. Gem of brightness. I'm going to put it on you, Titus. And we'll give you
30 bright and then another 30 dim.
Okay, thank you. So I will just point out, Titus. I mean, this absolutely lights the way for everybody else. But you would need to hold it in one hand. I mean, you could drop it, I imagine, but that would limit your light source. Just keep in mind, you've got this in your one hand. So you can't use two-handed weapons. You can't fire a bow. Things like that.
If you'd like, Tethys, Heckle could carry it around. He doesn't need his hands. Or his feet, really, I guess. He needs his hands.
Who is this?
Heckle the bird. It's this one. I'm gonna point at the bird.
Yeah, that's.
But its name was Crow.
No, its name isn't Crow. Its name is Heckle. I'm gonna. What? You changed one? There we go.
I didn't know there was a heckle.
It's because Heckle died partway through. And then I was so broke I couldn't bring him back. He's back now.
Do you give the gem to Heckle?
Yeah, I never really clarified what my spell cast. I guess I'm a sorcerer, so I don't. I have a sword in one hand, and yeah, I don't really know how I cast spells. Sure, I'll give the gem to Heckle. That seems okay.
I'll take the light source off you, and Heckle is now carrying around your gem of brightness. So you should all be able to see now, with assuming you're close enough to Heckle. Okay, so as you glance up, who opened it? Cassandra, into the tomb entrance itself, which is over here. You see the expansive hall is dark and wet. Stone archways hold up the ceiling, and empty torch brackets line the wall at regular intervals. The floor descends into a step of interlocking stone. At the rear of the hall, a stairway leads down to the lower reaches of the tomb. Guarding the stairwell is a bronze statue of a kneeling, bull-headed minotaur.
We're going in.
It'd be awkward not to, right?
Let's go. Darling.
Okay, so you enter in. The stone stairs. Nothing unusual happens as you approach them. statue of a bull-headed minotaur remains motionless.
I just want to get ready in case that Minotaur attacks us.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare, like, just ready my maul.
Okay.
Yeah, just constantly take the dodge action as I approach it.
We're just scared of fucking.
I'm summoning a beast.
What beast are you summoning?
We're gonna say it's a wolf form, but it's the small land beast is what it is. Like,
Uh, so a wolf. Okay, let me get you a wolf. And just a plain old wolf, right, Sean?
yeah, it looks wise. It's fine. Yeah, it's as far as the spell, it's a bestial spirit is what it is.
Oh, okay, cool. And you got Sky to sleep eventually?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay, that's good. Okay. And I'll just give you control over that token.
Okay.
Can be edited, controlled by... But it's a bestial spirit, but it looks like
Yeah.
a wolf. So you should be able to drag this guy around. There you go.
Yep. I'm good to know.
And you can't look through its eyes. I'm just not going to give it any vision. So,
That's fine.
okay.
Okay, let's see. 30 HP.
Okay.
I got it. I'm sorry. I was out loud. I was to myself.
Sure.
I've been muted all night, so just talking.
Yeah, welcome back for the last few minutes of the session.
Yeah, sorry guys.
That's
Fucking
right.
man.
You came up with a very thin thing to say when Cassandra died. That was poetic and right on point.
It worked.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and change then. Well, yeah, you can change here.
Well, Cassandra and Kaiten, you stand within touching reach of the Minotaur. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna just try to squeeze by it without touching it.
You squeeze by it without touching it, and all goes perfectly well. It doesn't come to life. It doesn't attack you.
Yay!
God.
I'm
Sure,
gonna
ready to
also
change.
do the dodge action as I'm going by it.
Okay. Being
Okay, I
very
wouldn't have changed right
cautiously
there.
dodge.
Sorry. I didn't notice that. I wouldn't have done that. He would know this space is small right there.
Just squeeze your butt through. It should work.
Now, as you descend into the yawning tunnels below this stairway, you feel a penetrating cold seep through your armor and into your bones. There it's choked with dust, and your footfalls echo through the silence. And after a short distance, you come to a fork in the tunnel, and you must choose which path you will take to continue onwards. And that, my friend, sounds like a good place to pause it for this week as you enter into the Tome of Xandor. Who can tell me what type of structure you are entering now?
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
The
Maze.
word for labyrinth. A maze. Exactly.
Death.
Do you
Okay.
have any way to leave some breadcrumbs, guys, before we go in there?
Well, we shall see.
Okay.
Cassandra, you walk the line there. It
Yeah.
trusts to God's his divineness. But yeah, I'd suggest not dying again.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Nice playing with you as always. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Thanks,
See
man.
you next week.
Yeah, good stuff.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.